Yo, what's up, everybody? We're gonna make some oils live. I just started the machine back up, put some more plastic in there. You see the flame is coming off. See the natural gas. What's up, guys on YouTube? We're gonna make some oils live. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna see it happen before your eyes. Just a reminder, everybody, on the test run phase of this machine. Right now, this machine is operating at half of its power. It's a powerful machine. We still need to have 6 more magnetrons. So for reference, right now, this machine is the equivalent of turning on 6 microwaves at once. We want to make this machine the equivalent of turning on between 9 and 12 at once. A lot of power. But despite that, even at half power, we're getting amazing results. That's the amazing thing about this. So it only leaves room for imagination for once we get this at full power, which will be soon. I got my power supplies on the way. In fact, just got them from Alibaba. And you know what we have in a second, guys? I haven't let you guys in to ask some questions. And you know what? We had a lot of success today. You see, obviously, we got natural gas coming off right now. But we're going to also be making some oils once this gets up to temperature. And I'm going to let you guys in to ask your questions while we're running the machine. So you guys have questions, you can request to come in as a guest. And I'll let you in. Hey, but I'm very pleased with how the machine's been. And the machine also has been running very safely. It's been great. You said soft PVC. You can turn PVC into fuel, but that chlorine within the PVC is going to come out. So you got to be aware of that, and you got to have things in there to deal with that chlorine. Otherwise, you're going to have chlorinated fuels. What's up, guys on YouTube? What's up, Jaha? What's up, Reaper? What's up, We Seek, We Find? You said, have you got a patent? I got a patent filed on my Mark V design. This is Mark 4.5. So it says my patent is filed on a design that has not been seen yet by the world. What did you study? I'm self-taught. I didn't study anything. You said, how safe is this process? Ronaldo sent you $50 on Cash App. He said, congratulations. Keep going. Ronaldo, hey. Much love to you, Ronaldo. Where are you? Are you on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, man? Wherever you are, I appreciate you so much. And thank you so much for your support and the $50 donation on the Cash App, man. Seriously. Thank you. What's up, Tyler on Facebook? What's up, Sion? What's up, Gary? What's up, Ellie? Or Eli? Yeah, I'm self-taught. And then, so let me tell you guys how it started. It started with me doing a whole bunch of research papers, okay? I read a ton of research papers online to figure out how this process worked, how I could do it. But once I started building these machines, it started to become anecdotal self-teaching. So I started learning just by doing it. That's the best way to learn, by doing. Everything I know is because of my experience running these machines. This is my 5th machine. I've been building them for 3 years now. So you're my inspiration. Hey, man. Much love to you, Aaron. Aaron Third. Much love to you. Yeah, I'm definitely a hands-on learner. What's up, Zai myself? Sadly, have to sleep now, but nice to see you as well, man. We're doing great things. Won't let the government come get you, bro. What's up, Joshua? On Facebook. I'm 20. I'm 20 years old. Pablo, thank you for the badge, man. Much love to you always, Pablo. I'm trying to let you in, y'all FW on the Instagram here, but it's not letting you in. What's up, G David on Facebook? What's up, Chalet? Hey, but you guys see it. That's the natural gas coming up. I actually have a yoga ball. I'm gonna spin the blades. I want you guys to see the flame grow when you spin the blades. How does it work? That's a great question. I'm gonna explain how it works when I get back. I'm gonna spin the blades, watch the flame grow. Well, it got windy. But that flame's natural gas made from the plastic, right? And when I turn those blades, the plastic inside is being agitated. So the plastic that's breaking down and turning into this natural gas, the pockets are being released. It spikes the pressure of the machine, and thus this flame goes crazy for a little bit. That's why we had to build this machine to be pressure rated, because there's pressure spikes. There's pressure spikes when you load in new plastic, and there's pressure spikes when you spin the blades. You said you're banned on live? Huh, interesting. You said either YouTube or Insta is flipped. Which one? What do you mean flipped? Can you store the natural gas? Yup, I store it in my balls. Right here. Right here. And then you compress it. So you store it in a low pressure form of storage like this. Then you compress it, high pressure form of storage, compress it into a propane tank. And now you can cook with it. You can do whatever you do with a flame. Anything. So how does this process work? It's a great question. This in particular is a microwave pyrolysis reactor. Okay? What does that mean? That means that this machine uses microwaves as the form of heat. Now the process of pyrolysis is when you break something down in the absence of oxygen with heat. It could be any type of heat, but I use microwaves. Why? Because microwaves operate at a very high efficiency relative to whatever they're heating up, right? So what I do is the pyrolysis of plastic waste. And what is that? Well, plastic waste comes from crude oil. It's the solid form of crude oil, essentially. That means that pretty much everything that's in crude oil is in plastic waste, okay? And what does that mean? That means that plastic has energy in it. That's why it's flammable. Gasoline, jet fuel are in crude oil. Therefore, gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel are going to be in plastic waste. All this machine does is extract that energy that's in the plastic waste outside of it. That gasoline, that diesel, that jet fuel, the natural gas too, clearly, extracts all of that out of the plastic through the process of pyrolysis. When you put plastic in a chamber, but you don't have oxygen in it, it's a completely closed chamber, it can't burn, it can't catch on fire. And so instead of catching on fire or burning, it's reverse engineered back to its basic components. And what are its basic components? Crude oil. And what is crude oil? The energy of this world. Gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, natural gas. So that's what this process does. And I just use microwaves to heat up the plastic, but you could use anything. So that's how it works. Yeah, hashtag oil up, memory. Yeah, guys, so we got oil for the first time today. Thank you, Pablo Valencia, for another badge. We got oil for the first time today, guys. For the first time, we're gonna get some more live. This thing got to get up to temperature before we start getting oil. It got to get really hot. You said, are you filling your balls today? Right now, I just have the flame, I just have it flaring, but I got a ball right here. I guess we should fill it up, right? Why not? Let's get a ball full of natural gas so you guys know. And so you guys are gonna watch this ball fill up as I talk to you. It's gonna fill up full of natural gas, and guess what's gonna happen? That natural gas, oh, it's not plugged in there right. Oh my goodness, I think this fitting is broken. It's not locking in. All right, there we go. So the natural gas product, what do I do with it? Well, the goal is I'm gonna get a natural gas generator, right? This machine operates off of microwaves. Microwaves operate off of electricity. Generator, I don't have to store these yoga balls anymore. I can just plumb that natural gas right to the generator. Michael Hayden, thank you for the $2 on Cash App. He said, for oil. You're damn right, Michael. We're going to get some oil today. The yoga ball's already filling up. You guys saw it's been sucked to dry. My balls have been sucked to dry, but you're about to see my balls get filled up live as we speak. You say, you're incredible. Keep making the world beautiful. Thank you so much, Kenobi. I appreciate you. You try vibrations on the inlet at all? I don't know how I would implement vibrations. Self-sustainability at the finest and self-sufficiency. Who knew that you could get oil yourself? We've been told our whole life we have to go to war for oil. We have to sign pacts and treaties for oil. We have to be, have these giant, like we've been told that in order to get oil, we gotta rely on some type of higher powers. Higher powers. You say you got Venmo? Yes, it's the same. My Venmo is Naturejab. But the truth is, we can make it in our backyard. I'm making every fuel of this earth in my backyard right now. Exactly. Doing that's the stuff we do to certain places on this earth for oil. Exactly. It's some nonsense. But you can make it in your damn backyard. I'm making gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, natural gas, and carbon / coal. All right here. And they're going to tell you that we have to destroy each other. Humans to human. For the resource. We are literally thrown in the ocean. It's a lie. But it was time the truth comes out. Backyard, talk about self-sufficiency. Talk about self-sufficiency. And guess what? When we do hook up this generator, we're going to learn if this machine makes enough natural gas to sustain the generator that runs itself. And if it does make enough natural gas to sustain the generator running the machine, that means that the machine is the perfect off-grid machine. Because you only need a little bit of energy to get started. Well, not a little bit, but you need some energy to get it started, but then it will sustain itself and make energy on the back end. Elias Benchamo, thank you for the $7.89 on Cash. Awesome work, man. Hey, much love to you. I appreciate the Cash App donation so much. God, Elias. So that's what it is, guys. We're breaking the paradigms. Look at my balls filling up. My balls are filling up. Period. You about to see it's about to be the size of this? Give it a little bit. See, and that's the difference. Okay, that's the difference. Because people want to talk about environmental justice as if the environment is separate from them. You are a part of the environment just as much as the environment is a part of the earth. So if your mind is captive to these lies we've been told, okay, then your environment is within injustice. So this is a mental thing too. JJ for the background, thank you for the 10 stars on Facebook. G David Blake, I appreciate you guys. We're here to free the minds, okay? This is gonna change the paradigm of the mind more than it will the flesh. Of course, we're gonna get plastics out the ocean. But what is it gonna do to your mind when you know that there's no such thing as trash because everything has energy in it and everything is made of energy and everything can be returned to energy? And we've been throwing away things, even other than plastic. We've been throwing away tires. We've been throwing away clothes. We've been throwing away leather. We've been throwing away food. All these things literally have energy in them, the energy that we go to wars over, and we were told that we have to go and pay $7 a gallon for. What happens to your mind when you know you can make that in your damn backyard? What happens to all of humanity's mind? Thank you, Trap Sellers, for the badge on Instagram. Thank you, Baldwin, for the badge on Instagram. On Venmo, Joseph, thank you for the $20 on Venmo. He said, you're amazing, bro. Keep it up. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the love from everybody. But what happens to your mind, though? You know what happens to your mind? You start to see things the way it is. Antrell King, thank you for the $3 on Cash App. You said, not a lot, but you're awesome. Listen, man, any and all amounts mean so much to me. It helps the project out so much love to you. Always. That's what this machine truly is. This is a paradigm-breaking machine. That's period, okay? It's deeper than just getting plastic out the ocean. Why they allow plastics in the ocean to begin with? They have all the money, the resources. There's billionaires on this earth that have so much money, they can't even spend it all. But yet they allow the plastic to still be in the ocean. They want it there for a reason, okay? Because they want people to not crack the code on these things. Because now we hate plastic. All of us have a hate for plastic, when plastic is amazing. It's changed all of our lives for the better. That's the truth. But we hate it now because they wanted to produce plastic without coming up with a way of dealing with it in an economical way on the back end, right? But then they want to blame you. You pay for recycling, but they take your recycle bin and dump it in the ocean and then blame you, saying you put that in the ocean because you chose to drink a plastic straw. It's not true. It's not the people's fault. The people don't want it. We don't want the plastic in the ocean, but they're not doing things about it. So now the people are now going rogue, making these damn things in our backyard, filling up balls of natural gas in our backyard. And it's too late now. You know, the truth of the matter is this. I think it's more about control than money, because you can make money getting plastics out the ocean because everybody wants it out the ocean. Even if getting the plastic out the ocean was not profitable, there's just like that societal. What is $1? $1 is just society saying this is worth $1. So therefore, you could because all of us want it out. It could be profitable. It's not about profit. I think it's more about control at the end of the day. You know, because they talk about, well, you get the plastic out the ocean, what do you do with it? You're not going to make more plastic just in the back of the ocean. You got to destroy it. You either have to burn it, incinerate, people are going to start asking questions about, okay, what if the process of pyrolysis has been around since the beginning of Earth? It literally has been, guys, how do you think crude oil was created? Earth did this process, just not with microwaves, with the natural heat and pressure of Mother Earth. The natural heat and pressure underground. Nobody invented pyrolysis. Earth invented pyrolysis. It's been around since the beginning. That's how we have crude oil to begin with. I am doing the same process that Earth herself does to make the crude oil. I'm just doing it in the human way, with technology. And that's period. This has been around. So people are going to start asking, how come this thing that has been around and we've known about the solution, it's been studied in scientific literature for decades now, centuries now. You guys can look up, there's been papers of turning plastic waste into fuel since the 1900s. Since the time plastic came out, there's been research papers on plastic pyrolysis. So why the heck is this solution that we know of so well why hasn't it been implemented already? Why did it take somebody in their backyard posting about it on social media for people to hear about it for the first time? You say, is this illegal? Hell yeah, it's illegal. Look, you think this is legal? You can't even make moonshine in your backyard. This is a moonshine still on steroids. It for sure is illegal. For sure is illegal. No way. No way this is anything but illegal. Let's be real. The HOA, yeah, for real. HOA gonna get my black ass messing with this stuff. Are you planning to commercialize? Yeah, I'm definitely planning to commercialize. Take this industrial. You said the internet's slow. I'm on Ethernet, so it shouldn't be, but. So don't drive a car with an open rooftop. How about I drive a car with an open rooftop off of gasoline I made from plastic waste? You said you have a backup. YouTube keeps disconnecting. I'm on Ethernet. There's no reason to be disconnecting. Would you provide schematics for free? I'm going to provide schematics in my book. I'm writing a book. It's going to cost like $25 to $30. And I'm going to provide schematics in that book. And it's also going to have the whole story and how this works, how to do it safely, okay? I'm going to spin these blades and this ball's about to fill up quick. Yeah, I'm very satisfied with how the reactor's been running. So consistent. It's been running so smooth. Once again, guys, just a reminder, this machine creates 0 emissions. That's why I can sit right here with no mask on, because nothing's leaking. There's nothing leaking. There's no vapors escaping. Everything's being controlled and captured. That's how it's supposed to work. Well, this machine works like it's supposed to work. 0 emissions, 0 pollution, 0 waste. 0, 0, 0. And look, if you look at 3 zeros, it looks like 3 balls. 3 balls in your mouth. I'm gonna try to let somebody in here on Instagram. Yeah, we're gonna be open source for sure. What's up, man?
Hey, bro. So I have been trying to get on a couple times, but glad you finally hopped on here. So I had a question. I was just wondering, like, which type of plastic? Because I'm sure, like, every different kind of plastic has a different, like, chemical composition. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So what kind of plastic, like, can you know which one produces, like, the most, like, fuel, or which one's, like, the most efficient?
Okay, so he asked what type of plastic, because every type of plastic has a different chemical structure. Very intelligent comment there. What type of plastic produces the best fuels or is the most efficient? So, my least favorite plastic is styrofoam to use in this machine because it's so airy and you have to put so much in to actually make your run worth it, right? My favorite type of plastic is HDPE, high density polyethylene. What is that? That is the plastic that's made of detergent bottles, milk containers. It's that really thick and usually opaque plastic. That's my favorite because it's the easiest to shred up. It doesn't fly everywhere and it makes great oil yields.
Cool. Gotcha.
That's your question?
Yep.
Hey, man.
I was trying to figure out.
Much love, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right. And thank you guys for the badges on Instagram. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, great question for sure. Very intelligent question for sure. Yeah, we're definitely going to be open source. In fact, we're already open source. See this machine right here? It's public knowledge. I showed you guys how to build this. I've been showing you how to build it. It's public knowledge. I couldn't patent this machine anyway. It's already been shown to everybody how to build it. Every design feature of it. Can you solidify the styrofoam with acetone? Yes. That's a great point. I didn't do that when I used to run it. I just don't like dealing with styrofoam. It flings everywhere. It flies everywhere. But ironically, styrofoam actually makes some pretty good gasoline yields. Can you build a nuke next? I can just turn this into a nuke. You say, when are you going to move into an warehouse, bro, ASAP? I need to soon, actually. This machine ultimately is going to be living in a warehouse. It's not going to be living in the backyard if everything goes to plan. You need a license for this? Hell yeah. Do I have a license? Hell no. I don't have a license. What about using dryer lint? Yep, you absolutely can use dryer lint. The microwaves will not bounce off of it because even though there might be some metal in there, it's mostly organic material. So the dryer lint would get eaten up. You say, you're doing this. Why? What are you getting out of this? I do this because, let me tell you guys why I started this. I started doing this at 17 years old. I started this because I was tired of hearing about plastic in the ocean, plastic in the turtles' noses. Oh, it's all our fault. But I'm like, what is anybody doing about it, though? You know, I was tired of hearing this problem. Where's the solution? So I just started to research, like, what can I do about it? How can I? And you know what was the tipping point for me? Because I was paying for recycling, right? And then guess what I found out? I looked up online, you recycle your plastic, you pay to recycle it, and 95% of it doesn't even get recycled. It ends up in the trash or the ocean. Like, what the piss is that? So I'm paying for you to do this thing, and you're lying and not doing it, and you're saying it's my fault why there's straws in the turtles' noses when I'm doing my part to recycle. Nah, F that, I'm gonna figure it out myself then. I'll recycle myself. Because they want to be dishonest and stuff and be shady about it. Do it themselves. I'll fill up my balls with natural gas myself. That's why I started it. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what any of you think. Because guess what? Whether I'm showing this online or not, because my first 2 years of doing this, I was not online. Whether I'm showing this online or not, I'm making this to deal with my own plastic waste at the least. Right? Because people might want to be like, oh, maybe the machine might not be efficient enough. The machine might not do this. The machine might not be that. The oil might not be good enough. The oil, blah, blah, blah. All these things people say. But it doesn't matter because the whole reason I started this was to get rid of my plastic waste. And that's how I'm going to do either way. Whether I take this machine to market or not, I'm still going to have this damn machine in my house, turning my waste into fuel. Because I used to do the same thing too. I'm a host. All my food waste is turned back into soil. I don't believe in waste. Everything is energy. Everything is valuable. So I don't even, that was the start of this machine. That's the finish of this machine. Ultimately, with my motivation of, I want to know how I can deal with my waste here at home. Because you can compost. You can take your food to be composted, or you can compost right here at home. You can take your plastic to be recycled, but there was no way to recycle right here at home. And I'm like, I want to figure out a way I can recycle right here at home. And guess what? You could do pyrolysis at home. That's been a thing. But microwave pyrolysis has not been seen at a home scale. Look at, aside from what I've done in the field here. It's been done at lab scales, pilot plant scales, not home scales. But I believe that doing it at home scale is actually maybe perhaps the most beneficial, especially in a situation of off-grid self-sufficiency. You said, what's wrong with our recycling now? Most of the recycling is not actually recycling. That's what's wrong with it. They don't recycle it. They tell you they recycle it, but they really just throw it in the trash or the ocean. That's the problem. But you have to pay the full price as if they recycle it. That's the problem. It's not anything we do, but it's the fact of what they do. They lie. And how can you know if something's truly done right until you do it yourself? In the words of Thanos, I will reduce 50% of all plastic. Screw that. I'm reducing 100% of all plastic in the universe. What's up, man?
Hey, I was just wondering, like, how can I try to do this at home myself? Like what you're doing here.
Well, I have on my YouTube channel, right? Firstly, are you trying to do microwave pyrolysis or standard pyrolysis, which is without microwaves?
Either or, just like a basic, like.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I recommend you start off with regular pyrolysis because there's nothing basic about microwave pyrolysis, right? You have to know how to weld and this type of stuff. So here's how I'd start. First, you need to understand the process. Go on YouTube and do research. Look up, you know what the word is, pyrolysis. Look up pyrolysis of plastic waste. You see a whole bunch of videos of people making very simple reactors, usually people from India, because in India they're trying to solve their problem themselves too. And you're gonna learn the process. And you can also go on my YouTube channel, Naturejab, and then I have a construction playlist. It's called Construction. It's in my playlist tab, and that's the playlist of me building all these machines, explaining how it works. You're gonna have an understanding of the process, and then you'll be able to build it because you understand how it works. That's the first step, though. You got to understand it.
All right, bet. I'll look at that.
All right, man.
Another question: What is your opinion on vaping?
That.
like worse or better than cigarettes?
Well, okay. So he asked, "What is my opinion on vaping?" And I'll be completely honest when I say this. Here's the thing. People talk about when it comes to smoking, like people say, like, okay, like weed is natural, right? Tobacco's natural. Just true.
Yeah.
Cigarettes have those filters in them, and all they add some fillers, but ultimately a cigarette is more natural. But here's the thing about a vape. There's nothing natural about a vape at all.
Yeah,
the flavoring is chemical. The fact that you're inhaling steam like that is not, what I'm saying? Like, because even in nature, you're going to inhale smoke at some point in time, whether you smoke or not. So how do I feel? What do I feel about vaping? I believe that, I don't believe in substances of such, coating it with such, but if one is to, I don't think that vaping is the way.
Yeah, you definitely right.
I try to keep everything as close to nature as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
So, thank you, man. Much love.
Go.
So let's see, we're at 144 degrees centigrade. 144 degrees centigrade. We need these pipe temperatures to be at about almost 200 degrees centigrade before we start getting oil. You said, what are your thoughts on Greta Thunberg? So I'm not going to speak on anybody, but I can speak on people, okay? Here's the thing about a lot of people. A lot of people are put in places. That's about all I'm going to say. Not everything is as natural as it may seem. You can get vapes that are just literally glycerin and water, but you're not supposed to be inhaling glycerin and water, though. That's the issue. But in nature, in all of human history, we have inhaled smoke at times. We have campfires and stuff. Now, of course, that's not saying like you know, you should smoke a 30 pack a day. What I'm saying is like vapes are like completely artificial. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not a trace or a remnant of anything natural within a vape. So I don't do anything, but I personally believe if one is to do something, it probably shouldn't be something that's completely detached from all natural, from all nature, because we still have to learn what the effects of this stuff is, you know? We don't know yet if vapes are actually way worse than even the worst cigarette. We don't know yet because we're still learning. But I just follow the principles of nature, and I just see that they have all these weird flavors, and these flavors, we know that they're not making them of high quality ingredients. We know they're making them cheap out of petroleum products. You're basically inhaling vaporized petroleum jelly, flavor like cherry bomb and dragon spice, you know? You might be better off inhaling my balls. You said you should inhale that natural flammable gas. The natural gas that's flammable. So here's the thing, right? Crude oil is a natural product. In fact, there's nothing on this entire earth that isn't natural, because everything comes from the earth, and the earth is natural, right? The earth is nature. But here's the thing. There are certain things that are in places that are not naturally accessible. Crude oil is one of those things. Crude oil is so deep underground that us as humans without technology would pretty much never get access to it. Crude oil has things in it that we could not survive. If you drink crude oil, you probably would not survive. It's deep underground for a reason, right? We decided to take it up to use it, right? So you can't blame crude oil for being toxic when it's been put in a place that you would be able to get access to anyway. Do we know the effects of the fumes, if any, from pyrolysis of plastics? Yeah, you can just look up the emissions of plastic pyrolysis yourself right now on Google. Just look up plastic pyrolysis emissions, and you will see every single chemical that comes off of it, and you can just go through every single one of those chemicals and see what the effects are if you inhale that. But I say we don't inhale it because look, we capture everything. If you inhale it, or if you're letting that stuff escape, you're losing energy. Thank you for the 99 stars on Facebook. Micah. Hardcore Rastafarians consume cannabis through ingestion. No smoke there. Yeah, you see, that's the most natural way, because that's how you're supposed to eat. I mean, you know, we can go on and on, but the truth of the matter is, you can't go wrong if you do things as nature intended, because at the end of the day, that's where we come from as humans. We come from nature. So if you follow nature, you can't do things wrong, no matter what the science or the technology says. Because at the end of the day, we're designed and built for nature. You know, that's how I really start to get into this process to begin with, looking at nature, seeing, oh, how does nature deal with waste? Right? You look in a forest, there is no waste. Why don't you just hit the gritty in front of the microwave machine? Why do you guys want me to hit the gritty ditty so much? What's up, Zach?
What's ready? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, man. Hey, first of all, I appreciate you so much, man, because you're always showing love and supporting with the badges, man. So much love to you, first of all.
Yeah, no problem. Love always this way. So first, I want to say amazing job getting fuel. Like, man, just
Thank
watching
you.
a live stream. Like, it's pretty cool seeing you being so young, even though I'm like only 4 years older. But doing like everything you do is just amazing, man.
Thank you,
Like,
man.
for real. Okay, the question I have, like, how you did the first test run with the diesel? Are you gonna do something similar, or are you gonna try to run the gas on your car? Or
Yeah, so when we make the oil, he asked, am I gonna do something? You know, we did. You guys on YouTube know. I had that fuel, and it was mostly diesel. So here's the thing, right? The fuel is a mix of everything, right? I have to put it in my distiller to refine the specifics out. Gasoline, diesel, jet fuel. That's mostly diesel, and we can tell because it barely lights. You know, if gasoline, you hold a blow, it's gonna blow your hand off, right? So it's mostly diesel, probably jet fuel too. So I have to make enough of that fuel to distill enough gasoline out to run my car.
Gotcha.
Because my car's gasoline, right? So since we're getting mostly diesel, I probably might have to make like 10 gallons to get like 2 or 3 gallons of gasoline. But that's fine though, because diesel is more valuable than gasoline, you know? Diesel is like $5 a gallon, gasoline is like $3 a gallon. So it's actually better that we're making more diesel.
Okay. One question real quick?
Yeah.
So when you start mounting the rest of the magnetrons, like, how much of that insulation are you going to off? Are you just going to kind of cut a hole in the insulation? That way you won't...
So he asked when I go to the waveguides for the... Because right now, guys, we're at 8 magnetrons. I need 4 more. Actually, where are we at? We're at 3, 6... No, actually, no, we're at 9. So I need 3 more. I'm just going to cut holes in the insulation. But this insulation is banded on. So I can just take the bands off and it comes off. And I can put it back on. You know, because I wanted to have a modular insulation system. My last machine, the insulation was like glued on, which was stupid because the glue melted for 1 anyways and destroyed itself. But for 2, I couldn't take it off easily, right? So yeah, I can just easily take this off. In fact, I need to insulate the machine even better. You see how this pipe is half insulated? I ran out of insulation. I need to insulate literally every part that's metal. Even the front face would be beneficial for me to insulate.
Okay. Well, again, bro, I appreciate you letting me in. Like,
Hey, man, I appreciate you.
Hashtag oil for Diddy.
Hey guys, hey man, Zach is an OG, guys. Because every single live stream, he always just showing love, supporting with the badges, and he's always in here, man. So much love to you, Zach. Seriously.
Much love to you, brother.
Seriously, yeah. Dang it, I ended the whole live stream by accident. Oops.
The Stoics urge you to stop dwelling.
Here we go. Let's go live again. I didn't mean to end the whole live stream. I meant to just kick him out. Guys, you see it? The ball is filling. Happy New Year. These balls are about to drop. These balls are about to drop on the New Year because these balls are filling up. I probably need to spin the blades, actually. What's up, Eric Emanuel? What's up, Ethan Shelby? What's up, Nick Smith? What's up, Freedom Vigil? Yeah, sorry, guys. I ended the live by accident. I meant to kick him out, but I ended the whole thing. What's up, guys, on YouTube? How much does it cost to make your machine? Probably about 20,000, 25,000. What's the long-term goal to go industrial with this so we can deal with plastic waste as a whole at its source? What about the few groups of scientists that are researching plastic-eating fungi? I'm all about the plastic-eating fungi and bacteria. Because here's the issue. My machine turns plastics into fuel, but there are microplastics in places we will never get to, that we can never collect or capture. Fungi and bacteria will help us with that. I'm all for it, but I think it's some nonsense if we actually believe for a second that bacteria and fungi can possibly ever eat enough of the plastic with enough speed with how much we're producing. Bacteria and fungi can't even eat all the decomposing leaves on the ground within like a year. So you think they could possibly eat all the plastic we have for putting out hundreds of millions of pounds a day? No way. Let's put the bacteria and fungi that eat plastic out for the microplastics. We deal with the macroplastics in these machines. Because there's no way they can eat it quick enough. There's just no way. And if we somehow make a bacteria or a fungi that can eat plastic that quickly, that's actually terrifying because it probably eats your ass too just as quick. All right, I'm gonna spin the blades. As a matter of fact, I rarely ever show you guys this, but let me show you the flame coming off of the yoga ball. Let me show you what happens. As you guys know, this thing was empty. This thing was empty when we had put it in there. Look at that. And of course, you know, compress it, it's gonna get bigger. Natural gas. It's natural gas. Look how clean it burns too. From plastic waste. What can I say? What can I say, guys? You see it filling up live, but you can't make it up. You can't make it up. It's right there. You said, what's your IQ? You seem very smart. I don't know what my IQ is. I actually don't know. What do you guys think my IQ is if you had to guess? Because I don't know what my IQ is. You know, we make the carbon product too. And I never set the carbon product on fire. But it burns too. It's cold. You said, how can someone get involved? It's kind of a sticky situation. It's kind of a sticky situation because, for example, I'm building this. Actually, you said at least 135. I think that was the average we came to before. Because people asked me what my IQ was before. I said the same thing, like, everybody tell me what you think. And I think we came to an average of like 135. What kind of plastic can you use? Every type. But I don't use PVC because it has chlorine in it. The genius levels are 150 plus. Well, I don't know. You know, you guys tell me. I don't think somebody can self-proclaim whether or not, you know, what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it takes away all validity if you say to yourself, oh, I'm a genius. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's either just something known or it isn't, but you can't yourself say it, or it takes away all validity. You know what I'm saying? Walcart, thank you for the badge. I appreciate you. What kind of machine could you make with 100K? A big boy. A big boy. In fact, my GoFundMe, I'm looking to raise $1 million, and that machine itself, the Samper, was actually going to be about $100,000 in parts. The rest of the money was really for the warehouse space, and actually putting it together, like hiring the welders to weld it and stuff. You said PVC is not good plastic. It is good plastic. It makes fuel, but it also has chlorine in it. And if we have chlorine, we're going to have chlorinated fuels. So I have to deal with ways to get rid of the chlorine. I don't have the tools to test for chlorine, so I just stay away from it for now. Once I have the tools to test for chlorine, then I'll use PVC no problem, as soon as I can make sure I have no chlorine in there. Joseph Gillot, thank you for the $25 on cash. He said, you're amazing, bro. 12 magnetrons all the way. Absolutely, man, you know. Or he said OTW. 12 magnetrons on the way. Yeah, there we go. Thank you so much, Joseph, for the $25 on the Cash App, man. You know it. Wait until we have this thing. We got this thing at half power right now, guys. Half power. Half. Gangedman87, thank you for the badge on Instagram. We're at half power. Wait until we got this thing at full power, man. Chlorinated fuels do what? Chlorinated fuels release really, really bad emissions that are like straight up toxic. Like for example, you can smell the exhaust of a car, and even though it's not good for you, you're safe. If there's chlorinated fuels in that fuel, that exhaust could be deadly. Chlorine gas is deadly. You said, why is it so inefficient? Well, Joe, this machine, we don't know the efficiency yet. It's not only is it not running at full power, but I don't have the meters hooked up to know the input or the output. However, my last machine, Mark IV, this is Mark 4.5, but Mark IV actually was very efficient. In fact, there's a YouTube video, you can go watch it right now. We calculated the numbers of Mark IV. Everything out on data. We put 25 kilowatt hours of electricity in to the Mark IV reactor, and in return, on a 5-hour batch run of 20-pound batch run of plastic, we got out 48.8 kilowatt hours of electricity in the products. So that's why I'm doing this machine, because I'm like, well, if we could do that with a small machine, imagine we get a bigger machine. I don't have much right now, but I believe in you. Listen to John. I appreciate it all, no matter what it is, man. So thank you so much for the $4 for the love. Much love and gratitude your way, man. Helping out this project so much. I truly appreciate you. What's the ideal source of energy to power the system? I would say the ideal source is a renewable source. But if the machine can run off of its own natural gas, if the machine can suck itself off, then you don't even have to do solar or wind. But if you do solar or wind, then you can use the natural gas you make from this machine to run the distiller. So either way, you cut down, like if you run this machine off of renewables or off of itself, it becomes carbon negative. This machine makes carbon negative fuels. To lower the heat production needed, Have you ever thought to lower the atmospheric conditions and lower the heat needed in a vacuum? I actually pull this machine under vacuum every time we start it, but it's not under a consistent vacuum because it's always making vapors. The only way I can keep this under a vacuum is when we get the generator and I can hook up the natural gas to the sucking part of the generator, and this machine will be under a constant vacuum. So I have considered that because a vacuum will make it more efficient because it will require less energy to break down the same amount of plastic. And then it actually will be a natural vacuum that would exist anyway because we have to run a generator to run this machine anyway. And there's a natural vacuum from a generator, so it's perfect. So win-win-win situation. So we're gonna get that vacuum situation going when I get my generator. Right now we need to do all these tests. Make sure it can hold a vacuum, make sure it's vacuum tight, make sure all my seals and gaskets are what's up, and they are good. They're all vacuum tested, vacuum passed. So where did you get the idea of the machine? Well, this machine was extrapolated over years of trial and error. But the idea of using microwaves, I got that idea just by thinking about I just think about cooking. What cooks quickly and most efficiently? Microwave, period. Every time. Every time, there's no debate. A microwave is the most efficient way to cook anything in the kitchen because it heats from the inside out with waves. It doesn't heat from the outside in. That's period. So I was like, well, if we can apply that to plastic, when we cook the plastic, in theory, we'll get efficient cooking of the plastic, in theory. Wait a minute, I think I see some oil starting to form. I'm gonna take a closer look. And if we do got oil, you say air fryer, you can't use an air fryer for this because it's literally in the word, it's an air fryer. Guess what? You can't have any air in this machine or you will be a bomb. So you can't do an air fryer. Yeah, we're starting to get oils, guys. It's a very little amount. I'm gonna move us over there when the oil really starts to drip out. So it sounds like you were literally trying to start an oil company with a self-sustaining oil maker. I'm not trying to start an oil company. I'm trying to start a plastic pyrolysis company. I just happen to make. I'm not trying to compete or displace anybody. What's up, Casey Gates? I appreciate you, man, always. You said microwaves vibrate molecules, creating friction. Right, and since it's from the inside out, it's more efficient. You need to make sure the system sucks. Exactly, we gotta have a constant suck on this machine. So truly a genius, bro, keep it up. This could change the world. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, man. What about powering the machine with radio frequency technology? That's what microwaves are, Peter. Microwaves are literally radio frequency technology. Look, my balls are getting full, guys. There's a snake in my balls. I told you guys they'd be right here. I told you guys my ball would be this full. Keep pushing. Hey, I appreciate you, Yadia, on Instagram. Thank you, man. Thank you. We're going to keep going. We never stop it. I wonder if there's a way to use the natural gas for heating once it's gotten started. Yes, you can. Just shoot a flame underneath the machine. I just don't do that, but I could. You saw it. It makes a flame, you know? It's a fire. A fire is fire, right? You've seen some of my videos before. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Sahej B. I appreciate you on YouTube. Sahej B. Sahej B. By lowering the boiling point. PM me, I do mechanical contracting, air, industrial, love what you're doing. Thank you, Kevin. Yep, lowering the boiling point. Zach, thank you for the badge, man. I appreciate you, Zach. OG, man, OG. You're an OG. Respect. What's up, 123? How much energy does the machine use to run? I don't know the numbers on this machine because it's not even running at full power right now. We don't have the electric meters yet. It's still test running phase. My past machine consumed 25 kilowatt hours of electricity for 48.8 kilowatt hours of electricity output. So it had a higher output than the input. The goal is to have the same thing with this machine. I want to make triple to quadruple the energy input. We don't know the numbers though. I don't even know the energy input. It's like I said, I don't have the meters. Because This electric system you see I have here is completely temporary. What's up, Christopher? He said, I've been having problems with my wife not claiming me when you made our marriage official. Oh, well, it seems like you gotta get your you gotta get your stuff together. 1, 2, 3. What's up, Ross? What's up, Ross Radford on YouTube? I've seen you in the comments, man. What's up, man? This is awesome. I hope this works on a large scale. That you continue to innovate. I hope so too, and it will. It will. Look, guys, yoga ball. Maybe I shouldn't do that, right? I'm bouncing around flammable vapors that could potentially explode. What could go wrong? Exciting run today. Absolutely, Christopher. And Christopher, I remember you, man. You're an OG. I remember you from my Mark III days. Because you and I were on a talk, I think on Instagram Live when I was building Mark III out of that 55 gallon drum that blew up. Got blown out. What's up, Yakub? Yakub, thank you for the badge on Instagram. Much love and appreciation to you. What's up, Brian Beaver Murray? What's up, Tony Wade? What's the goal? Like some oil. That's the goal. Condensing. The output pipe is sitting at almost. We're about to get some oils real soon. We got a little bit coming. We got a little bit of oils coming in. You said, bro, touching balls. Yeah, you're about to be too. I got a lot of them. You're in the Bahamas. Yeah, because Christopher, you. How is your machine coming along, Christopher? Are you still planning it out? Your stainless steel machine? I've said multiple times that this is the smartest guy on the internet. Well, I appreciate you, Casey Gates. Seriously, thank you for the compliment, man. Great work, man. You're going to change the world. Yeah, that's the goal. We need the reactor down here. Absolutely. We need this reactor in every country, every province, every city, every municipality on Earth. This reactor deserves to be everywhere, and everywhere deserves to have this reactor. That's period. You think it could be cost-effective at large scale? I think it will be most cost-effective at a large scale. In fact, in the petrochemical industry, it is a pattern that the bigger the things are, the better. That's why oil refineries are literally the size of small skyscrapers. They're literally humongous because you have to make it so big to be so efficient. Think about it. They have to refine crude oil. It takes a ton of energy to refine crude oil, but yet they make so much profit despite putting all that energy into refine it. It's the same thing here. You just have to figure out how can we contribute donations. Where I'm from, we don't have Cash App badges and super chats. It's an experiment. The only other method, if you don't have Cash App badges or super chats on YouTube, is my GoFundMe, which is in my my link tree. But I appreciate you, man, for wanting to help out. Much love to you. Working on a new album. Hey, great work there, man. Great work there, Christopher. I'm glad to hear that, man. Add another chamber for pressurization of a valve switch and a vacuum pump to control the pressure on the extraction. Oh, I get what you're saying. Add a separate chamber to see what the pressure is. Okay, I got it. Thank you for the $3 super chat, Thomas, big guy on YouTube. I appreciate you, man. For coffee, keep up with the great work. Hey, thank you. Eddie said, keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Eddie Angel. Let's see. How long have you been working on this? I've been working on this for 3 years, guys. 3 years. Since I was 17 years old. Ball is almost full. My ball is almost full. I guess I'm technically putting pressure back into the reactor when I bounce the ball. A little bit of pressure back into it. But it's fine. The reactor can handle it. We've tested this reactor to work under pressure. I don't build a wuss of a machine. My machine's going to hold up to some pressure. I'm going to say that and it's going to explode right now. Yo, got some heat on these pipes. It's starting to build. Let's see what pressure we're at. Right now, guys, we are at We're at 0.16 psi. See, this process operates under very low pressures. If you want it to. Now we can easily make those pressures go up, and I'll tell you how. Just keep filling up this yoga ball. As this yoga ball gets tighter and tighter, it's going to require more pressure to fill up. And it's going to put that pressure back on the machine because the pressure in the machine will have to exceed the pressure in this yoga ball to fill it up. So we can actually very easily raise the pressure right now. In fact, the pressure is slowly rising. It was just at 0.14, now it's at 0.18, you see? And the yoga ball is getting tighter and tighter. So I tell you, the balls are the key. The balls are the key. Say it with me, everybody. The balls are the key. Ball is life. How many liters per minute does this produce? I don't know yet. We're still doing these test runs on this machine. I can't give anybody numbers until the machine is operating at full power, okay? The machine is operating at half power right now. It just operates good at half power. But here's the thing. These are exponential machines. So when I make this machine at full power, it's not going to be double as quick, triple or quadruple as quick, triple or quadruple as much energy coming out. It's exponential. So I'm not going to give any numbers. I'm not going to even bother taking numbers until we have this thing at full power, okay? I have my industrial switch mode 220 microwave power supplies on the way. I just ordered them from China today. $1,000 order on that. Thank you guys for the donations. You guys make this possible for me to get this type of thing. When I get those power supplies, I'll be able to run this machine at full power. But they're not going to come until May. It's coming right from China. All right. What pressure? Look, 0.20. We're almost at a quarter of a PSI. And we can keep building it up too. I pressure test this machine up to 3 PSI, meaning, well, actually up to 5. My pressure relief valve is set to 10 PSI. Like I said, it operates under almost no pressure, so I don't have to pressure test it to like 200 PSI. How many microwaves are plugged in now? We have 6. I want at least 9. We're going to have up to 12. What happens with the waste product? There is no waste product. The carbon product is very valuable. The natural gas product is very valuable. The oil product is very valuable. That's all of our products. You run the fuel and equipment? I sure could. I just don't have anything that runs off of natural gas. So I keep them in these balls and I compress my balls. What's understood don't gotta be explained. Exactly, memory. It's all about being a baller. You said, why do you use yoga balls? I use yoga balls because they were the most convenient and cheap thing for me when I was needing to find a low pressure bladder. But nowadays, since this machine produces so much fuel, you see how quick they fill up. I'm actually gonna move to a bigger bladder storage method. But at the time, I bought these yoga balls years ago. And at the time, they were the best thing. This airtight, they can hold up. We're at a quarter PSI right now, guys. Quarter PSI. So I have this, guys. You know what this is? This is my didymeter. My didymeter right here. Oops, my bad. It's called a manometer. Don't tell Diddy about it though. He will be attracted to this manometer. This tells you, it can tell you how much vacuum is on something, but it also can tell you how much pressure is in something. Right now we have it hooked up to tell us the pressure. We're at a quarter PSI. The ball's filling up. Like I said, if I keep filling up this ball, the pressure will keep building. So, well, you're only 20. Is your plan to market this system? Yes. In fact, I'm doing marketing of it right now by doing this. See, the science world is kind of gatekept until the innovation's done. In the scientific world, you would hear about this process when it's already been done, when it's already been mastered. I'm doing it backwards. I want everybody to know about this and know it's possible and know it can be done before I even know it truly works. Because I believe that we deserve the info and the knowledge to know that something can be done and something is being done about plastic waste and all this crap we see on the news trying to blame us when we don't want it. We don't want plastic waste. If we had the option, we would have been done something about it. But it's you people with your billions of dollars are doing nothing about it. Well, I got my balls up in here. I got a lot of balls for all y'all. I wonder if this does raise the pressure. Let's see when I'm bouncing the ball. Does it raise the pressure at all? Oh yeah, it does. It does. It's fluctuating. It barely raises it, but it does raise it. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Maybe I shouldn't do that then. I'm bouncing a ball and boom. Did he do it? How come the cops haven't come to see you in your backyard? Aren't you needing permits or stuff? Look, I've been doing this for years. I've had fires, I've had explosions. It's a miracle that I'm able to still do this. I have an HOA, a strict HOA too. Strict HOA. Somehow I've never been caught. But let's knock on wood, because I can get caught tonight. They can come in here with all the SWAT like they did Diddy. Okay? They're going to get nature did. Israel, thank you for the badge on Instagram. I appreciate you. All right, so this ball is pretty much full now. At this point, we're starting to raise pressure. I'm going to spin the blades and see how much the pressure goes up. We're really kind of putting this thing to the test. Thank you for another badge Israel loves on Instagram. Much love to you. Please, yeah, you're actually knocking on wood. Thank you, please, thank you. Because I'm telling you guys, I've been fine for years, but you guys keep asking me that question. Are they going to get you? About to make it happen, so y'all need to chill out, okay? Let's spin the blades. I've never spun the blades with a ball full, so this is kind of risky because it could result in a depressurization, but we're gonna see. Surprisingly, the pressure is not really rising all that much. Well, that's enough. I wanted to spin them a little bit. I wanted to spin them just to agitate the plastic, but surprisingly, the pressure barely went up. We're at 0.3 of a PSI right now. 0.3 of a PSI. Okay? My demeter has told me that. Thank you for 100 stars on Facebook, Nate. He said, be careful. I sure will, man. So anyways, guys, look at this. Let me show you something cool. First of all, natural gas. Oh! Haha, that's a nice flame there. That's coming right off the output of the machine. This is why I tell you guys, we can run a generator. Oh, look at this. And this is without a vacuum sucking it. With a vacuum sucking it, there's even more. We can definitely run a generator with this. Come on now. And this is without the blade spinning. This is at half power without a vacuum sucking on it. Like a baby sucks on a tie. See, I would have been banned on TikTok by now if I said all this stuff. Guys, do you know what TikTok banned me for? TikTok banned me for hate speech. And they banned me, they said, for sexual, gender-based violence. What? What? I'm sorry, TikTok, that you like plastic waste, but I will Diddy this plastic. You can call it what you want. You can call it hate speech. You can call it gender-based violence, but I will do some things to this plastic. So I'm gonna hook up my flare. That's my regular flare there, because this yoga ball is full. I don't think we have any. No, I have another yoga ball that's partially full. And right now I'm just flaring it. Let's see this one right here. Sometimes we gotta just like. You said, Micah. Yeah, you're right, Micah. I should not even acknowledge the comments about legality. Because I'm about to do some quantum physics stuff and make it happen, manifestation crap. So no. TikTok sure is a fan of Diddy. But thank you for the 200 stars, Micah, on Facebook. I appreciate you. Said, I guess you mentioned your balls too much for TikTok. What is wrong with balls? That's the issue. They're the ones being weird. I have actual balls. It's not like I'm trying to make some type of innuendo. I have literal balls that I literally drop in people's mouths. I literally put my balls in people's throats. And it's not an innuendo, it's literal. It's literal, so they're making it weird. They're dirty-minded, and they're trying to blame it on me and say it's gender-based violence. Because I'm showing the proof, okay? I'm not just saying I'm gonna put my balls in your mouth. I'm showing you the balls. There's no room for interpretation. Look at my ball. Look at my humongous balls. I have so many of them. I got the Hydra ball. Look at this. You hear this? This is about to be a crazy flame right here. Woo! It's hot too. Look at the clean burning. This doesn't even make black smoke. Very clean burning. That's why we love this stuff. I love the natural gas. Honestly, I love the natural gas product. It's my favorite product actually, guys. I know I like, because the oil product is so cool and flashy. The carbon product is cool and flashy because you can see it. But this is my true favorite product. Look at that. I can make it bigger too. Yep. This is actually unnatural gas because it ain't natural. We're making it from plastic. But still, nonetheless, it's all the same thing. Again, it's just fun to do that. I love doing that. So it's so cool, honestly. That in your backyard is crazy. It's so cool. Oh, now my balls are droopy. Goodness gracious. Let's tighten up the balls a little bit. And where the heck is my oil machine? Where is my oil? Because we're at 200 C and it's right now. I think it's because, so earlier today, you guys, I made a video today where I got oil, right? I had a whole bunch of different plastics in this machine. When I loaded in more plastics to run it now, I loaded in a different type of plastic. Not every type of plastic makes a lot of oil. They all make oil, but not every type makes a lot. So the type that I have in it now probably does not make much. So it's gonna take some more time for it to boil over. Synthetic gas, yes. But it will come over. In fact, I'm gonna spin the blades, we're gonna help it out. Because I see the drop it's forming, but it's not like if you guys see the video, that oil was like dropping out. It's not like that, it's just like slowly pouring down. Oh, you know what, guys? You know what we should do? Let's load some plastic into the machine while it's running, right? Hey, one in the chat if I should plastic in the machine while it's running. One in the chat. Oh, looks like my balls are gonna fill up already. What plastic makes the cleanest products? HDPE and polypropylene, and then LDPE. Water bottles, PET, make pretty waxy stuff. I remember saying one. All right, well, let's do it. Let's load in some more plastic while it's running. You guys will be able to see from back here. Well, I need to bring some of you upstairs. I hope my ball doesn't fill up too much. Let me bring you guys upstairs. So just for reference, guys, when I load in more plastic while this is running, after I put the plastic in the first chamber, I have to vacuum out all the air and oxygen. Okay? So that way we don't introduce oxygen into the machine. Because if we introduce oxygen in the machine, it wouldn't explode unless it was a lot, but it would make dioxins, which are not good. Dioxins are the equivalent of just burning plastic out in the open. We don't want that. This is different than that. This is pyrolysis. So we have the vacuum to suck out that stuff, suck out the air and oxygen from all the plastic we load in. front. All right, we got more plastic up in there. I got the blades on right now too, to help spin it up in there. Oh my goodness, it's 7 o'clock. Man. So how much plastic was that? Too much. It sticks and gets stuck in the column. I'm still working on the fix for that. Yeah, it appears to me. You saw that blue plastic. Thank you for the $10 on Cash App, Sebastian. I appreciate you, man. Sebastian Senekwe. So you saw that blue plastic I put in. That was like from pads or something. It appears that that type of plastic does not make oils. It appears that it does not. And I'll tell you guys how I know that. Right now, these pipes are at 200 degrees Celsius. That's very hot. Very hot. Okay, that's like 400 something Fahrenheit. And yet, there's barely any oils coming over. Well, obviously, look at all the natural gas we're getting. So they're just making fuel, but it's not making oil. And that's okay, because, you know, every type of plastic is different. But, you know, talking about this, people are asking me, like, what plastic gives you the best yield, all this type of stuff. Not every plastic gives you certain types of fuel. To make fuel, you're going to make natural gas, you're going to make something, right? But clearly, by now, on any circumstance, we should have oils coming out. But this specific type of plastic is not doing it. But like I said earlier today, when I got my oil, I had in many plastics mixed together, not just that one type. But right now, that's all I read it. So, you know, that goes through the variables in this machine. So even when I give you guys the numbers, like liters per minute, liters per hour, I have to do it all with the same type of plastic. Because you see how much just the type can change things up, right? But you know what I will do? I'm going to open up the oil ports, and we're going to see if any oil comes out. And if it does, we'll see. But I just didn't see any oil dripping down. very small amount of does not make a lot. Super small amount. Obviously, a lot of natural gas though. So we know the plastic is breaking down. We know the vapors are making it through the pipes. It just doesn't make a lot of oil. But I mean, we got oil though. It's real stuff. Legit, real stuff right there. Hey, now Diddy can be satisfied. We got his oil. Maybe that's all he needed for tonight. Just needed a droplet of oil in his cell tonight, right? Maybe that's all he needed. I'm sorry, Diddy. We couldn't supply you with the whole supply. The condensing process needs improvement. I agree for sure, Chris. It for sure does. And I definitely need some improvements made, but that comes with time. Like I say, it's still in the test run phases. Because what I can see through the sight glass is that there's an absolute ton of vapors coming out. A ton! But yet those vapors are mixing into oil. They're just going right through, becoming the natural gas. So that means either one of two things. Either one, I'm not condensing them because my condensing system is not good enough. Or two, this type of plastic does not make a lot of oils. But either way, we learn every day. I didn't know that. Now I learned something new. That's all that matters. Oh, my ball is full again. See? I'm a happy man. Because no matter what happens, my balls get sucked and my balls get filled. I can't complain. God is good. Oh, that flame is good. That flame is amazing. See, this makes a lot of natural. I can't complain. Look at that. That's crazy. That can go right into a generator. I swear. You can plumb this right into a generator. A big one. Because there's even more vapors not coming all at once that the generator would suck out with the vacuum. That's an amazing flame. Can't complain. You said each day you're making more progress. Good shit. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Now it's starting to die down a little bit. What does it mean when the flame dies down? That means the plastic is almost completely broken down. Timothy, thank you for the badge. I got the blade spinning right now too. But we don't have full magnetron coverage in every chamber. I have 6 magnetrons on, and there's only 3 in the middle. Thank you for the 500 stars, Timothy Mallory. I appreciate you, man. Support, and much love to Sydney, Australia, man. Truly. See you guys. I gotta go. This probably would make some oil if we waited long enough, but it's all right because we can always do a bigger run, more plastic in. For the Niagara Falls, New York. Hey, man, much love to Niagara Falls, New York, man. Thank you. And got natural gas, got my balls filled. I love a fire, honestly. Before I did this stuff, I was pyromaniac. So this is my stuff right here. This is my stuff right here to have the flame. So guys, just wait because we got the fuel, we got the natural gas and the oil. Now we just need to get more. That's the easy part. See, before we didn't know if we even could. Now we know we can. We just get more now. That's all we got to do now. It's not that hard. Oh, guess what? Just as I'm about to go log off, I saw a drop of oil drop. I'm excited to run it under vacuum too. But is it consistent though? Is the oil going to keep coming? I got to go soon, no matter how I put it. But you guys see it here. Stuff is real. This is real talk. Plastic in the fuel is real. You see it live. I do it live. Got nothing to hide. I want everybody to know, just like I know. Everybody deserves to know that it's possible. Thank you, Jason Johnson. I appreciate it. love to you. So guys, thank you very much for stopping by. Fortunately, I got stuff I gotta get to tonight, so I gotta go. But we're gonna come back. We're gonna do more runs. Only gonna get better. I can't wait till I get my generator. I thank you guys so much for all the donations. You make this type of stuff possible. But I can't wait till I get the generator. I can't wait till I get my power supplies. We run this thing at full power under vacuum. Woo! I can't wait for that. But that probably won't be until almost June when we get all that stuff lined up. But much love to everybody. Thank you all for donating. Thank you all for your support. Much blessings and peace upon every single one of you. You guys stay safe. I sure as hell will stay safe. And I'm doing good too. I got my balls filled, got my balls. I cannot complain. And you guys got to see plastic-made fuel before your eyes. So I'll see you guys when I go live next. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Catch my damn cords on fire. You guys, peace out.